Guy to sound like that. Are you trying
I'm
to?
all over the place. But yes, I am a bit of a foodie and I love good food.
Yeah. Hello guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Powered Voice. This is actually the first ever episode of Powered Voice, and today we're privileged to have our very own beautypreneur. Her name is Suzie Wokabi, and we shall be having a conversation with her so that we learn on how she's been able to be so successful in that particular industry. So welcome, Suzie, to our podcast.
Thank you, Kevin, for having me.
Thank you. Tell us about yourself.
If you look at my LinkedIn,
Yes.
I have a very long title. I call myself founder, a beautypreneur, a podcaster also.
Yes.
I'm a speaker and I'm a mentor.
Okay.
So I do
Quite a lot of
quite
things.
A few hats,
Yeah.
but beauty is my life and
Beauty is
the
your
main
face.
thing.
Beauty is your brand.
yes.
Okay.
CNN actually called me the face of African.
The
beauty.
face of African
And I
beauty.
hold that title tight.
That's a really good title to
Yeah.
have. Yeah. So I think I want to know how you got started. You know, you've been referred as a beautypreneur in this industry, the face of African beauty. How did you start? How did you develop that particular interest?
So I know I've always liked beauty.
Yeah.
Not so much fashion, but
Yeah.
definitely beauty.
Yeah.
Even when I was a teen. And then after university, I was in the US and I went to venture into the beauty and fashion industries and found my true love for beauty, and also found out that I could work in the industry.
In the industry.
You know, with
Yeah.
my passion. So I was trained by Clinique and also by MAC Cosmetics, and came back home after about 9 years working in the US
Okay.
in fashion and beauty.
Yeah.
But came back home to work mainly in makeup
Yeah.
as a media makeup artist.
Yeah.
So that means when you see, the beautiful glossy magazine covers, or
Yeah.
you people behind the camera,
Yeah.
we're the ones that do your faces as media makeup artists.
Okay.
So I did that, and I had come back home with a lot of makeup to do my job and for myself. And I found about a year into it, I couldn't replenish my kit because you can't buy affordable makeup here.
Yeah.
That even works for our skin, that type of thing. So I found a gap in the market
Yeah.
and decided to start my own product line,
Yeah.
which is where Suzie Beauty was
Suzie Beauty. That's how we got to know you, Suzie, now.
born. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool
Before
stuff.
I was Suzie, the makeup artist.
The makeup
Suzie,
artist. Yeah.
the entrepreneur.
So between now the makeup artist and now Suzie Beauty Products, which one was a breakthrough for you?
Well, both in their own right.
Yeah.
Because my passion is makeup artistry and the art of makeup. Beauty is art,
Okay.
and I love everything about it.
Okay.
So getting a magazine cover was a breakthrough for me. Getting, doing that anchor on KTN makeup was a breakthrough for
A
me.
breakthrough for
The
you.
best job I had was I was doing, I don't know if you remember, in 2008, Idols came into the country.
Yes.
So that was my gig. I loved that until today. I still think about it. Now, many years ago.
Okay.
So a lot of breakthroughs.
A lot of
there.
breakthroughs, yeah.
And then yes, becoming an entrepreneur was never quite the plan.
Yeah.
I was kind of forced into it due
Okay.
to this gap in the market.
So how did you get forced into it? So you want to tell us?
Because I'm like, I can't be the only one suffering.
Yeah.
Everyone else must be looking for good makeup that works on our skin that we can afford to buy.
Yeah.
So let me just make it.
Cool stuff.
Was very naive
Yeah.
at the time.
Okay.
It was a very, very a crazy journey.
Yeah, and you just come back from the US then, or
Yeah, I'd been back. By the time I was like, let me try and do this, I'd been back about 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you say has been the journey? Of course, it's you are an entrepreneur in that particular space, and well, I don't know about the beauty industry in Kenya. Maybe you want to tell us the journey. How has it been in terms of growing, in terms of the challenges probably you've faced, in terms of the milestones you've been able to make throughout the journey? Yeah.
So so Kenya. So Suzie Beauty is Kenya's first beauty brand.
Yeah.
Because when I was starting, I realized that nobody makes makeup in this country. Yes, there's skincare, there's hair care, there's body care, but there's no actual makeup. Makeup is a very intricate product to make.
Yeah.
The colorings, the textures and all that. So with my makeup artistry background and product development background, it was quite easy for me to create a product line.
Okay.
Manufacturing in this country is close to impossible, especially with it not being done before.
Yeah.
So I had to find contract manufacturers around the world to
Yeah.
deal with and to make what I required for them to make.
Yeah.
So that was, all sorts of learning curves on
yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
And so it was a 3-year timeline from yes, I'll do this to launching the product into the market.
Yeah.
So 3 crazy years.
3 crazy years.
Including I did need, a large amount of money to get this product into the
Yeah.
market.
Yeah.
So fundraising came into that.
Yeah.
So I learned how to deal with investors and
Yeah.
how to pitch. This.
Yeah.
First of all, it's a startup.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's the first Kenyan beauty brand. It's a startup company. So overcoming that hurdle,
Yeah.
I got 5 PhDs for free.
Yeah. And I think you've mentioned about funding. Funding can be a really challenge when it comes to any young person wanting to start business. And you have talked about fundraising. Maybe you want to tell us more a little bit about starting off. I mean, what are some of the key things that you can look at for you to be able to set ground in a way that you're not able to lose focus? Because some of us start a lot of businesses, 2 months down the line, 1 year down the line, you give up because probably there are no funds.
Yeah.
And you're having frustrations from the government also.
Of course.
But maybe you want to tell us a little bit about funding and maybe how, when you're starting off, what are some of the key things that you should look at starting up as an entrepreneur?
They always say, whatever business you're starting or doing, yes, the beginning comes from you.
Yeah.
If you do need a further boost, look to family and friends.
Yeah.
Thereafter, if that's not working or it's not enough, then go to outside sources.
Yeah.
Compared to those many years ago, that was 2010, 2011, the resources are much, much more accessible now. There's a lot of venture capital firms or private equity firms that cater to youth and women, and there's a lot of it's a Google search away, literally.
Yeah.
Right now, I it's not a secret anymore, but I am launching my second beauty brand this year.
Okay.
And I know from the beginning, this is one piece of advice I would give somebody who's starting off. Know if you do need outside funding.
Yeah.
And at what point in the process.
Okay.
So I already know that about my brand, and I am also looking into how I will deal with that.
Okay.
So know that early.
Okay.
And plan around that.
Okay.
It's called Investor Ready.
Yeah, okay.
Which is with your business planning. Yeah, you're putting together your business plan.
Okay.
And you're making it attractive to an investor.
Interesting.
Make sure you know how you want it to be. Is it a loan? Are you giving away part of your company?
Yeah.
If so, how are they getting their return on their investment? So all those things. And you as an entrepreneur, as a creative, let's say you are, like I am.
Yeah.
You don't have to learn all those intricacies for yourself. There's people who do that for a living.
Okay.
So invest in those people. Yeah. If you don't know how to do, I learned very well. Don't bother doing what you don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Do what you do. Do what you know how to do really well.
Really well.
And have people around you that know the other things really well.
Yeah.
That's what's going to
I think when you pull together different skills and ideas, makes work much easier. Absolutely. And things moving quite fast.
No one person knows how to do everything.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And now in terms of that is from the perspective of starting off funding.
Yeah.
But then of course you've been in the industry for quite some time now, and you've definitely learned on a few things that maybe you can say, if you're in this particular industry or any industry, these are some of the things that you can you can look at or you can do for you to be able to be consistent, and for you also to last longer in the industry and for you to grow. So what are some of the things that you can say have been your learnings in terms of surviving and staying longer in any industry that you're in?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first things first. Why are you in this industry, whichever industry it is? I want to do something because somebody looks like they're doing it well and looks like they're flourishing, so I'll do that.
Yeah, actually, it's a sickness in Kenya, because you will see someone has opened a beauty product or beauty line. The next person will open the same thing, not because it's because you think she's prospering or doing well in that business.
And you don't
so you
love it or know it.
Yeah.
You're going to fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
Because this person who loves it and knows it and is going to put their all into it will continue just surviving and making it work. And not stopping and not giving up.
Yeah.
But, once you reach the first hurdle, you're going to give up. So do it for the right reason.
Yeah. Interesting. Cool stuff. So and now I know there's been, you have revolutionized your business, and you're probably not doing it alone. And you have people that have come in, investors, and how is it now not, you know, sometimes also when you have a brand, you'll say this is mine, and you become selfish about it. How is it easier for you as someone who is starting off to be able to open up to allowing other people that you can work together for you to grow?
Yeah.
What will be the approach that one can take in that?
So, and this is a good question, because a lot of founders have this problem, because they'll found something and then hold on to it with bloody fingernails.
Yeah.
It's not working. You can get help. You can, but they hold on so tight, and then things fall apart.
Things fall apart.
But being able to, you know, do some separation. Yes, it's still, you know, your baby, your brainchild. But what is the end goal for this brand to survive? So what does that mean in general?
Yeah.
For me, for my brand to survive, an acquisition possibility came about. That was the best way to go about the brand flourishing, and I took it.
Okay.
And I'm, you know, I had the fortune that the people who acquired the brand, the Flame Tree Group, took me along and allowed me to continue to run the brand and continue to let it grow in the right way.
Okay.
So yeah, so but no, there's many brands and companies that fail because of that, like, you know, holding on too tight.
Holding on too tight.
And basically, it's better to own 3% of billions than 100% of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're a family person.
I have.
And your line of industry can be very demanding. How do you get to balance between family and work?
So there's nothing like balance.
Yeah.
I'm constantly like all over the
all over and everywhere.
Yeah, but then prioritizing.
Yeah.
So I know for sure, like, they come first. Family, my kids especially, come first. So you'll never find me making a meeting. If I'm picking the kids up at 3 p.m., leave me alone between like 2 and 4.
Yeah.
I know this, you know, like everyone around me knows this.
Yeah.
I'm dropping that, like, I'm cooking for them every evening. Like, don't talk to me at that time.
Yeah.
So them first.
Okay.
I'll leave a board meeting to take a kid to hospital, like anything that it takes.
Yeah.
So just prioritizing. They come first, everything else comes after, and then everything else comes after smoothly, because I have to just organize myself.
Yeah.
And I have the decency of also respecting people's time, so I'm not going to, you know, mix the two.
Okay.
I know you're an important person with important time, and you have made this time for me, so let me see what I can do to make the other side comfortable, where I'm even comfortable to be sitting here with you, you know?
Okay.
So prioritizing.
Yeah. That's nice. Sorry, I might be going back to maybe this question that you've already responded to, but looking from when you started off in the beauty industry and where we are now, what will you say about the industry? What has changed in the industry? And maybe what you think can be done differently, given that you are the face of beauty in Africa? Well, this is the face.
So a lot has changed since I started in the industry here. First of all, even I was away for 10 years before I came back home.
Yeah.
What I found in the industry was completely different from what I left.
Yeah.
Now I've been home for 14, 15 years. It's completely different from when I was working as a media makeup artist. At that time, I keep saying, when I got home, there were very few professionals in the industry, maybe 3, 4 others. And we would just like share all the jobs among us. You agency people, like whatever. I'm like, I can't do that one. You know, can you do that? Can I? Yeah. So we would, and now it's, everyone is a makeup artist. Yeah. Everyone's charging nothing in order to get the jobs.
To get the job done, yeah.
I can't believe that people who I was training very many years ago are making less than I was making in the beginning. Because of the cutthroatness and the crowding of the industry. Okay. So I feel like I would not flourish in this, in this state of it. Yeah. But then in terms of even like the beauty brand area, so Suzie Beauty was Kenya's first, and since then I'm proud to see and watch many others have come up and continue to come up. People are always like, competition. I'm like, competition is lovely.
Yeah.
Like, I need competition. One,
for you to be able to desire to grow.
yes.
Because
for
you know,
me to
when
grow,
there's no competition, you're just comfortable just there.
and boring. It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
And I can't do everything. I
Yeah.
need them to cater to the things I can't cater to. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not crazy to think that I can do everything.
Okay.
So they help me grow the industry. I defined my purpose a few years ago, and it's a one line. My purpose is to be an instrumental part of growing the African beauty industry. Whatever that means.
Okay.
If it means me helping somebody else build their own brand, I would.
All right.
I mean, mine is there. It's good. I'll make many others.
Many others.
You want to? Okay, let me come get nuggets of wisdom from me. I'm happy to help.
All right.
International brands flocking into the industry. All that means is that we're interesting enough for them to come in.
Yeah.
And that we're growing. And that's the bottom line.
That's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Fenty Beauty launched recently in Kenya.
I was at the launch.
You are the launch.
I told you I love competition.
Yeah. So what's your thought about Fenty coming into the African market and specifically the Kenyan market?
It says so much about the African beauty market.
Yeah.
We are interesting enough for them to look to us and for them to try and join in the game. So yes, that's a huge move for us in the right direction.
Yeah. And it's good competition for Suzie Beauty, yeah?
It's not really competition for Suzie Beauty because where we're placed in the market is very different.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we will never directly compete. They'll have a different clientele from me and that type of thing, which is great. She's catering to who I can't.
Okay. Yeah. Catering to different audiences.
Yes, and
everyone is meeting their customers' needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So what will you tell the young girls that are so fascinated and excited about beauty, about fashion, and they just want to set ground and a good foundation for their entrepreneurial projects and anything that they may be planning to do? What will be your advice, given that you have been in this space for quite some time?
I'll repeat, first of all, make sure you completely love the space.
Yeah.
It's not an easy space to compete in. So you will only do so if you really, really love it.
Yeah.
And jump in.
Jump in.
Don't let the hurdle stop you.
Yeah.
Don't keep stopping and starting. Just get it.
Okay.
Especially just start. Once you start, you start moving.
Starting is the starting point.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. So Suzie, there's so many different products and brands out here, and I'm just wondering what makes a beauty product stand out?
So having worked with very, very many brands in my career, brand building is its own animal. So you, the entrepreneur, whoever you are, needs to just be very strong about the brand itself, what it stands for, what the promises are, and stick to them.
Yeah.
For a beauty brand, for me, I'll say I'll talk Suzie Beauty because that's the language I know.
Yeah.
Affordability is really important to me. Quality products, extremely important to me, because as a makeup artist, I've worked with so many and I know what makes something better than the other in terms of, be it texture, color, catering to our skin tones was my priority. And then just making it as as Kenyan as possible. So even you'll see in my branding, with the names of my products, I've used a lot of Swahili words in them. So, those are some of the things my brand says about itself.
Okay.
And what makes great product great? Ingredients. There's a lot of product lines, and I love country for this because KEBS is very, very stringent with products.
Okay.
There's a lot of ingredients that are illegal in this country that are used in top brands in the world. Yeah. So great quality ingredients, making sure that everything is non-toxic, allergy tested, and that type of thing. Not somebody might react to something. It shouldn't be the product is bad, maybe just an ingredient in it, which is not a bad ingredient, but your skin just doesn't like it. Yeah. But in general, the ingredients must be as good quality as possible.
All right.
Yeah, and then the feel of them and the look of them, and the brand, how the brand looks and how the brand is put out there.
Okay.
And yeah, how much they stick to their promises.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had one moment or one chance to wish for one thing to happen right now, what will it be?
That is, you know why that is such a deep question?
Yeah.
And that why I can't answer it instantly?
Yeah. You have to think through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I there's nothing that I desire that much that I don't have around me.
Okay.
Maybe my dad being around. Because
Okay.
he passed in 2018.
Okay.
That's the only missing big thing in my life.
Big thing.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think I'm quite content.
Yeah.
Everything else that comes about is extra.
It's extra.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite meal?
Meal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a dish called chicken Kiev.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's this like breaded chicken
Okay.
with it's hollow inside and it has garlic and butter, and when you cut into it, it just spills out. The best thing ever.
Okay.
I would say that. And then I love a great salad.
Great salad.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
From butter and garlic to salad.
Better and guide to salad. Are you trying
I'm
to?
all over the place. But yes, I am a bit of a foodie and I love good food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you like doing for fun when you're not beautying and family?
When I'm not beautypreneuring.
Yes.
I'm such a homebody.
Okay.
My idea of a perfect evening, I'm in pajamas with my kids around
Yeah.
somewhere, not far from me,
All right.
and with my cat and my dog.
Okay.
The husband somewhere fine, and just peacefully in the home, watching some crazy show. I like Dr. Phil a lot. So
Okay.
that situation, nothing bugging, nothing bothering. I hate pending stuff.
Yeah.
So I've sort of completed everything, at least accomplished what I needed for the day, and then I'm just lulling into this.
All right.
I love to cook as well, and it's also my escape
All right.
situation.
Interesting. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to our podcast today. I think it's been really wonderful conversation.
Yes.
And you forgot to mention about your podcast because you're also a podcaster.
I am. It's
Yes.
called the Suzie Wokabi podcast.
Yeah.
You can find us on YouTube, and it's audio and video as well.
Yeah.
And yes, and we were just nominated for an award.
For an award.
You guys can find it on my Instagram, and I'll be shouting from July 1st because that's when we
Yeah.
start voting.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep shouting.
Yeah,
We will
yeah.
vote for you.
Yes.
And let's see how this goes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for being
And look
part
out
of
for
Powered
my
Voice.
new brand this year.
Yes.
And look out for Suzie Beauty. That's there.
I hope all of us are invited to the launch.
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
VIP, yeah?
Absolutely.
Oh, what? And what do you think about Powered Voice podcast?
Very cool.
Yeah?
I hope it goes very far.
Inshallah.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's been real. Thank you guys for joining us. Until next time, that has been Suzie Wokabi, the beautypreneur herself. And see you next time.